Do you think tech is still a good place to invest, big tech?
Oh, we believe in tech. We think we're not going back to the abacus, and we're not going back to the slide rule, Brian. We think tech is not near a plateau yet. So we think tech has further to go. And indeed, our call from May of this year has worked out pretty good so far, where we saw tech come back into favor, particularly large cap.
Yeah, not investing in daisy wheel printing companies and some others. Do you feel, though, do you worry at all that some of these companies, John, as great as they may be, are getting a little hot? What, 22, 25 times forward earnings in some cases? I mean, they better perform.
Without a doubt, Brian, they have got to perform, but we think they're in a sweet spot. You know, we've gone from hardware to software to streamware to subscriptionware. We're all on an upgrade cycle, whether it's a business or a consumer, and it's in bips that they make their hundreds of billions of dollars. So we've got to consider that the cycle is alive, very much so for tech. We've got investors with a much broader appetite for equities, both growth and value. We like to say we want garpier growth and we want growthier value. We think the multiples are really driven by the fact that interest rates are still near historical lows. And as a result of that, that does support these levels that we see these stocks trading at.
Are your clients asking you about COVID, I know you're not an epidemiologist, John, neither am I, but I'll bet your clients are asking about the risk of potential slowdowns. Hawaii just went back to 50% capacity, 1,200% jump in cases in a month. What are your clients asking you about that?
Well, but before they even ask, we're telling them that remains what we believe is the principal risk near term to the progress of the markets. And that's related to the reopenings of the U.S. economy and other economies around the world. The big challenge is, how do we get back to the next new normal with the COVID variants at the levels they are? Just this morning, I think one of the news pieces crossing the tape was that the third largest port in the world, or second largest in China, Ningbo, has shut down because of an employee having COVID. You get that kind of thing, it's worrisome. But the good thing is these very large economies have both business and the consumers are wanting to get back to this next new normal. And the reality is, if we mask, if we get the vaccinations, and that is admittedly haltingly moving forward at this point, but if we keep doing the right thing, we'll likely get through this, as we've gotten through so many challenges just in our experience over the last nearly 40 years in the markets.